Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Spiral Up. I am your host, Nemo, and as I continue to grow myself personally, I want to expand my knowledge by getting to know and learn from other creatives on their own Spiral Up journeys. And in today's episode, I had a conversation with my good friend Jaime. He's the co-founder and creative director of Ego Therapy, co-founder of Recess Production House, and set designer slash art installation artist slash co-founder at Make Experience. Jack of all trades, future master of all. Here's our conversation, catching up and exploring his creative endeavors. Here is the Melbourne, Australian native, Jaime Brohier. But I mean, I know COVID-19, everything's weird. Like, is everything locked down there or like?
It's like we were like quite locked down until about a week ago. We went up one level. So that means like now the rules, like before it was just like no one at your house, like no gatherings at all. Now it's like you can have up to 5 people in your home. And you can have up to 10 people together outside for like a game of basketball or like something like outdoor activity. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's loosened up a bit, which is good, but it's also worrying in case we have a second wave because then we're going to be fucked. So,
Oh damn.
yes, I'm
I know
not sure.
that's always the worry.
That is it, man, as well. And like, it's good though. Like where I'm living, like I feel like people are like being very respectful and like they're taking their time. Not everyone's just like going straight back to normal. Like everyone's like chilling out. It's good.
Yeah. How's Shelby?
She's good, man.
Yeah.
She's just been working, dude. She worked through the whole thing pretty much.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had like nearly a month off, I reckon. Like, and then, but she was still working. The shop was closed, obviously, but like they were just getting slammed online. So, which is really good. Like, she like if it wasn't that busy, I don't know if she would have kept her job, which is like it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, because like we obviously like I got like government help, but because she's not on a permanent visa as yet, even though she is like a partner, like she wasn't applicable for it. But yeah, like they stayed really busy, and like the people that the company she works for, like really wants to take care of her and stuff, which is like awesome. So yeah, they're just paying her salary out of pocket, whereas a lot of companies, smaller companies, are getting like funding from the government. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's good.
How's your sister, parents?
Yeah, they're all good. I had to kind of steer clear of my mum and dad for a bit during this because my dad is an at-risk person, so like he's got a compromised immune system. So I didn't see him for a minute, and then last weekend I saw him. We went over for dinner which was nice with Jess and Matt and stuff. Yeah. So man, how are you? How's your fam? How's Liv?
She's good. She isn't working. She's still off. But she is on unemployment, so that's good because there's a lot of people who applied for it and haven't received anything.
Sure.
So like it's good, and I think she got an email yesterday from her employer saying like they're gonna go back in May 19th. I think. Was that next week? No, wait. Well, they got officially hired May 19th, but they're set to work again like the first week of June. So still some ways, but she'll hopefully it'll be busy, and then she'll get like her clients and stuff for the lashes.
Yeah, coming back.
But yeah, no, my mom's good. She's just been staying at home.
Good.
Family's good. And then us here, we've been going on our long walks every single day.
Nice.
And then I'm grateful, working for Nike. Like we're still getting paid in full.
Sweet.
Haven't worked. This week we've had a lot of like video calls and like little workshops and stuff. But apart from that, it's kind of just been like just a lot of at home time, which is weird,
It's a bit weird. You've been on like how long have you guys been like off work completely now?
March
15th.
True.
It's a long time, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, because it was like we just got back from visiting you guys.
Yeah. Dude,
and then
that was perfect timing as well. Holy shit.
Oh,
it could have gone so differently. Holy shit.
Yeah. I know. We were like, man, imagine if we like went just like a week later, we probably wouldn't have been able to come home. And we would have been there the whole time.
Yeah. It would have been, man. Fuck. And like lucky, like as well, like perfect timing that like you got to do everything while everything was open here, because it felt like 2 weeks later things just went crazy here, man. Like people, like things just like took a flip. Like, nuts. That's nuts.
I know. Oh man, but I'm grateful for the time.
Nice. Bro.
Started my little podcast, been kind of being consistent with it. So
man, you've done heaps. So like whenever like I go do laundry or something, or like just like doing something, I always like I just remember I just like pop it on. It's good, man. I've really been enjoying it.
All right, so Jaime, for those who don't know you, would you like to give a quick small introduction? Tell us what you do, where you're from, all that good stuff.
My name's Jaime. I live in Melbourne, in Australia. I know Nemo because he's best friends with my partner. And my day-to-day job, I'm a buyer for a shop in Melbourne. And then pre-COVID, I worked as a set designer and art installation artist. And I just do a range of creative things like painting, ceramics, screen printing, just a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Dope. So then you said pre-COVID. So post-COVID, what have you been doing to pass your time?
During this period, I've been like painting heaps. Like that's pretty much it. And then gotten back into exercising because before this, I just did not have any time to look after myself. So I've been getting my wellness in check, which has been really good. It's been really affirming, like good for my mental health as well. Like been really enjoying the routine of it. Yeah, it's been awesome actually.
Yeah, so I know. I remember when visited you a couple months ago. You did have all your paintings and stuff, but you weren't able to paint. When did you start painting?
I guess as soon as... Just looking at them, just give me a bit of a timeline. I guess like as soon as I found out that we were going into lockdown, I just went to the art shop and bought like a bunch of shit, and then just like kind of decked myself out because I didn't know if the shops were going to be open for a while. So I just kind of dropped a bunch of money on canvases and some paints that I needed, and just dug in. Yeah.
Do you find it just like an outlet or just like...
Yeah, completely, man. Like I do it for myself. Like I guess it definitely started as something that I just did it as a creative outlet for myself as a form of therapy. I guess the more I post on Instagram, the more it's becoming for other people as well, which I kind of don't like. Like I don't like to admit that to myself, but like it is starting to become like that because I guess when people start to ask you about commissions and stuff like that, you got to start thinking about other work that you want to make for other people rather than just for yourself.
Yeah.
But like primarily I would say it's just for myself. Like, and then if anything else comes from that, I'm open to it, but like it's therapy for me. Like it's my own time away from Shelby, away from work, away from everything else. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like thinking, I don't know if I have a particular like escape, like an artistic thing that can help me like escape like that.
Yeah. But you used to run by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should, bro. That's the exact same thing, man. You just get in the flow and you just keep going and you forget about everything. That's it.
Whew. How many paintings have you like fully like painted?
During COVID?
Yeah, just like, right. Yeah.
10, I'd say.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. It's a lot of time, bro. Yeah. Had a lot of time off. So I've done about 10, I'd say. Yeah. There's a few around the house that aren't in here. Oh, dude, we bought a puppy yesterday.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we got a puppy. Or we didn't buy it. We didn't get it, but we bought it yesterday. We're waiting
What?
until
Wait till what?
we're waiting till it's 8 weeks to take it Yeah.
Oh, dang. So it's gonna be fresh.
Yeah, it's
So
fresh. Yeah.
cute. Everybody, what kind of puppy?
German Shepherd.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this could be super cute. Boy or
Yeah.
girl?
Girl.
Girl. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Shell's real happy about it. I'm real stoked as well. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a new chapter in our life, like which will be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we have a dog, but our neighbors actually got like a little puppy like 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia just sends me all these like puppy memes and stuff on Instagram all the time. So one day, it's gonna be super cute.
Yeah. At least you got a dog right now. Our house needs a little someone run around, I feel like. And I couldn't settle for a cat, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, love dogs. And I feel like I can easily, like, it's just time that I would otherwise spend on Netflix that I would just spend on with a dog, you know? Like, it's not, especially now in this period right now as well, like there's even less going on.
Like how much do you consume a lot of stuff? Do you like watch a lot of like videos and YouTube?
Not a huge amount, man. Like I honestly, not a huge amount. Like I actually do want to get that book you were talking about, The Miracle Morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to buy the audio book for that so I can listen to that because that sounded really good, and I really want to kind of like I do wake up early, but I want to really capitalize on that more, and I want to get my hands on that because that sounds really good. Would you recommend it?
Oh yeah, shoot, I was like, I could send it to you, but I was like, it's probably gonna cost the same.
Yeah, no,
as
that's all
the
good.
book. But yeah, because like I've noticed, because when you get up before everybody else, obviously like times are different, or like I don't know when everybody else wakes up, but like here we've kind of lately been getting up at like 7:38. That's when everybody's been getting up. So then I've shifted it now to like 5:30. So then getting up that early, it's like everything's quiet, and then like you just have time to yourself. So then like I'll do my meditation that I've been doing. I've been journaling.
Nice.
And then I read only 10 pages. And then I've been teaching myself Thai.
Sick.
Nobody knows this though. So I'm trying to like surprise them.
That's cool.
Because we've been watching like Thai dramas and stuff. So I'm trying to get like pretty good at that.
That's cool, man.
So then, and then I have this like self affirmations that I've been like writing to like just read and tell myself. So doing all that, and then it's like 7:30, and then everybody gets up, and then we go out on our long 2-hour 45-minute walk. And then like the day just happens, and then I'll have like a work call, and then like after that, then we like watch a movie and stuff. It's like no matter what happens in the rest of the day, I was able to do those things in the morning. Like I feel like super productive. And then it's like whatever happens the rest of the day, I could just go with it because I still focused on myself. And then like I've been like into the whole compound interest thing. So like, yeah, I read 10 pages in the morning, but then every single day it's going to add up to, a ton. The only hard part is getting up. It's just that split second.
I know. And you can either go with it or you can not. And then in that second, that's it. Yeah.
That's
it.
But it's getting easier because like I'm starting to see like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. I'm like learning this stuff.
Yeah.
Looking back in my journal, I'm like, oh dang, I wrote for the past 2 weeks in a row. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. That's cool. So then I'm excited to get up in the morning.
What time are you going to sleep?
See, 10:30, 11.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm probably running at like a deficit of sleep. It has only been like 6 hours, but I don't feel tired. So I did at the beginning, but I think my body probably just adjusted. And then, because it's like once you're up and you're like moving around and stuff, I think.
Yeah. You just get, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, time. But I mean, like, you do have a lot of time right now too.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's true.
So it's like harder, but I feel like once you get back to like work, and then you're like always busy and like you feel like you never have enough time. That's
when it comes in.
That's where I think it'll be even more beneficial. Like even for me right now, I'm like, technically I don't need to get up this early. Then I know when I go back to work and I'm like doing all that stuff, like when do you really have time to yourself? You're always just like go.
It's good, man. It's really good. Like at least you're implementing it early, and then your body, like it sounds like you're already getting used to it, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that alarm. I still hate it. I hate the sound.
Yeah, man. I feel you.
Every morning. And then Olivia, she just like stays asleep.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
Sleeps through. Yeah.
What are you gonna do for the rest of the day?
Probably I'll definitely get a workout in, and then I'll just be painting, I reckon, for most of the day till Shell comes home.
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah. And then I got a list. What I gotta do today. Gotta speak with you, do the podcast. I gotta do some painting.
Yeah.
Gotta do some more research about painting in terms of like looking at artists for inspiration, because I don't really do that often. Like I kind of just go off on my own thing. Yeah. And like it's pretty important, I think, to know who came before you, other artists, and like kind of pick up things from them. And I don't do that very often. Like, so I want to start implementing that into my practice more. Yeah. Got to work out. Got to speak to another friend about a collaboration, like a creative thing. And then I got to make a list of stuff I got to get for the puppy. Yeah. So
you keep a daily checklist type?
On my days off. Because like that's that accountability that I need. Yeah. Otherwise, like I'll spend the whole day painting. I'll probably get a workout in, but then that's all I'll do. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's literally yeah. I just keep doing it all day. Stop for lunch and then go again.
Yeah. Oh, the puppy's gonna be so exciting. Yeah, especially because they're so cute.
Oh, it's so cute, man. Hang on, let me show you a photo.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
The little paws.
Yeah. So cute.
Is she already named, or are you guys gonna name her?
I think we're gonna, like we've got a couple names in mind, but I guess we're gonna just bring her home and see what suits her, rather than just like preemptively just be like, this is your name and this is it. Like, I want to see what fits her, what she likes, what she comes to, and like just play it like that. Yeah. Oh. It'll be exciting. It's gonna be fucking challenging, I'm sure. I've never raised a puppy before. I've had dogs, but I've never raised a puppy. So there's every 2 hours taking them out to go to the toilet and stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know how long your guys' like COVID's gonna last, like the restrictions and stuff. It's like the perfect time, kind of get like a bit more time.
Yeah, with the pup. Yeah, for sure. That's it. And man, I'm not really doing much else. I'm like at home so much anyway. Like it's not going to it's probably going to change a lot having a puppy here, but I don't think it's going to really change that much because like I just chill at home anyway now.
Yeah. So then you said also you do the set design, right? And this is for Make Experience. You want to talk about the beginnings of that? What got you actually into that?
Yeah, for sure. So my partner Shelby, she's actually an installation artist, and someone asked her to help design a stage for this DJ duo called Chaos in the CBD. So it just started with that job, really. I happened to have a day off, and she happened to need an extra pair of hands, so I just lent myself to her for the day. And it just so happened that this specific duo, they're quite big, and it just led to more jobs because a lot of people saw the work that we did. Kind of just fell into our lap, really. It was actually amazing, and I just really enjoyed the whole technical aspect of building a space to create an experience, really. Like, and I've never worked in that kind of medium before, and it was just awesome working with my partner in a creative outlet like that. We've collaborated on things, and I've helped her on lots of things, but it's never been a completely equal situation. It's always been one of us assisting each other.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just bloomed into this idea where we were like, wow, we've just been booked for a bunch of jobs. Like maybe we can make something out of this. And like Shelby's always wanted to be paid to do art installation, like from the moment I met her, like, but obviously paths change and stuff, but like this seemed like a really realistic kind of path that we could take, or especially that she could take to like follow what she wanted to do. So yeah, it just kind of happened organically, which I think was the best way for it to happen. We didn't force it. We didn't push our brand on anyone. Like we just, like people spoke about it, and we just worked like so hard. Like we would just we'd work our full days at our day job, and then do another 6 to 8 hours at night prepping for an event on the weekend. Like it was like hard work, but like we really like set ourselves a good amount of momentum to like propel ourselves forward in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, because I've seen a ton of those installations, where did those ideas initially come from? And then how do you guys, like collaborate on those?
I guess like when we brief a client, they kind of have a general kind of idea that they want to express. And then I guess just from that idea, we just concept from that, as well as like listening to the music of the artists that are performing as well, like definitely gives a huge amount of direction to what we are trying to establish, and like the experience that we're trying to put forward for the audience. And I guess it's just an amalgamation of all our creative vision. And then we usually will all put forward a proposal within our team. We'll pick the best bits from each one and then just like lump it together, and hopefully that works well.
And then, so then how do you like working with your partner? Like, I know you said it was like a dream of hers. That's a lot of time, especially, work. And then outside of work, you still have your personal time. Like, is it easier, harder?
It's not always easy, obviously. like when you're so close to someone, like you feel a lot more free to say what you want to say. But we make it work. I respect her so highly creatively and her vision, and I'd say it's the same for her to me. So like we give each other the room to do what we need to do, and like we all have our strengths, and we've kind of like outlined what that is. So like we can build upon each other, but we also know where the boundaries are, where like you can see that like someone is doing something, you don't want to step on their toes. You like want to let them fully explore that outlet.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, then maybe you step in and help out. But otherwise, like you respect someone's creative vision.
Yeah.
And that goes for everyone in our team, which is just the three of us, but like it's the same.
Oh, okay. Was it always all three of you?
Yeah,
from
it was
the very beginning. Yeah.
So at the very beginning, it was always like on the very first job we had a couple, one extra person help out. But then from then on, like he was just like like he didn't really have any interest in it. He just wanted to help out. And then from then it was just us three working together.
Yeah. So then you worked like hella hard. If you never received any like monetary value or anything, if like nobody paid you guys, would you have still continued to, put in all that work?
Well, for a long time, we were getting paid for materials only, and we were putting all the labor in for free.
Yeah.
So it was only until like a few months ago that like I realized that like we've proven ourselves now, like, and we were getting hired by the same people. So I kind of put my foot down with the client, and I was like, okay, we've like kind of proved what we are capable of. Like, this is how much we expect from now on. But yeah, there was like a few big jobs that we definitely should have been paid more, but we were just kind of trying to make a name for ourselves and prove like how hard we work and how clear we are about our vision and concept, that we just took a bit of a hit to the wallet in terms of labor and the amount of time we put in. But yeah, like we enjoyed it so much. So it was a lot of hard work, but it didn't feel as bad as it could have been, because like at the end of the day we were making art, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. Do you think what prevented you, because I think like a couple weeks ago I was talking about like uncertainty, and it's like obviously that was probably your like first time like putting your foot down and being like, hey, like you should pay me. Like, was it hard to really like decide like, you know what, like this is the time? Were you like hesitant?
No, I was pretty steadfast in the position. I think Shelby and Matt were a little bit on the other side of it, because they were worried that we might lose connection or relationship, whereas I was pretty sure that who I was speaking to would respect that authority.
Yeah.
And they ended up like completely agreeing with us, and we ended up getting paid, like, which was amazing. Like, and that was a really good moment for me, because that was you're right, that was one of the first times I'd ever put my foot down on something like that, and it worked out in our favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. I know that's like I've told you this before, that's like inspiring, it's like people say it, you hear it all the time, like from like other successful people or like different gurus and stuff. But I've never known someone personally who just full on worked super hard, day after day. And then, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the line, the hard work eventually pays off, because like, I think sometimes I struggle with that in a way where it's like I know I need to work harder, but then because I don't have that, like the reward of like the money or the payment, it makes it harder to actually do the thing.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah. Because like on my day job, I'm getting paid for it. So it's like, oh, I work pretty hard there, because it's like I have my paycheck every 2 weeks. So it's kind of like guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But then piggybacking off of that, you're not only, part of Make Experience, you also had ego therapy, right? You've had that for, I think when I first met you, you were already
so that was just like
side.
Yeah, that was a little passion project between myself and my friend Angus. So we went to uni together when we studied visual communication, which is like pretty much graphic design. And we were just both interested in fashion, and love just the whole aspect of creating clothes, I guess. Didn't like, as far as that had gone, we launched it, and then I came to America after that, which kind of threw a spanner in the works, in the way that I feel like we would have kept up the momentum more if I had stayed in Australia.
Yeah.
But with that said, like, it was exactly what it needed to be, and still on the back burner, but unfortunately, I don't give it as much time as I would like to. Like, definitely, like, is one of the things that has fallen back a little bit at the side of the other things I do.
And so then the other things is like, you also started Recess, right? And then you also have your full-time job. So then that's 4 things. So ego was the thing that you're kind of just like not going to allocate as much time because the other things are more important, or
right now they are, like,
yeah.
I guess when it comes to like working, like my process, I find that I work best when I have lots of things going at the same time, because I have a really short attention span for things. So as soon as like I get bored of something, or not bored, but like as soon as like my brain can't work on something, I can move to something else that works for me. Like, I know it's taken me like 24 years to figure that out, really. Like, it's only until last year I figured out that I can work like that. Because prior to that, like, I had always just tried things and then just left it. And I tried so many different things, like, constantly. Like, so, like, I guess it's just gotten to a point now where I'm like, all right, this is how I work. And like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay to like work on something for an hour and then be okay to leave that where it is and then like jump onto something else.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever like double down on just like one specific thing, or are you gonna
I would like
continue to explore?
I would like to. I'd rather be jack of all trades, master of none, for sure. I would definitely like to be proficient at one thing at least. Like, I feel like I'm okay at a lot of things. So I've tried a lot of things, but I would definitely like to be a master of something for sure. I just don't know what it is yet, whatever it is.
So then would you recommend like people to try a lot of different things?
Yeah, definitely.
Focus.
That was the best. I mean, like, if you're trying to figure out what you want to do, try everything. Like, honestly, that was the best advice that I got from my sister. She said, just keep trying stuff and just see what sticks. And even if you're not good at it, just see what you enjoy, because you will become good at it. And yeah, that was the best advice, because I had no idea what I wanted to do up until like not that long ago, really. Like, I knew I was a creator in some capacity, but I just had no idea.
Yeah. So then you're talking about like you didn't know what you wanted to do, and then you kind of figured out what you wanted to do. What brought about the decision for Recess? And if you want to explain what your like mission that you're trying to achieve with that is, and like you know what that is.
So Recess was born out of an idea with my old boss. She and I, we're just tired of our day jobs pretty much. And she has got a lot of experience she's a little bit older than me, and she's been working in across a range of different industries professionally for a long time. And I guess it just was born out of her not wanting to work her day job either. So that's why we called it Recess, because it was a break from what we do.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
So that's kind of the thought behind the name. And we're just tired of working for other people, and we just wanted to do our own thing. And we both just love live music so much that we wanted to focus whatever it is that we do, like, on that kind of aspect of like life, creativity, art, everything on that. So I guess it's just never like we would love for it to become a legitimate business, but it was just something for us to do to escape the monotony of our day job, really. It just so happened that we didn't lose money on the first event, and that was good. and then COVID happened, so we had to take a bit of a break. But
no,
that's okay. That's
freaking
okay.
COVID. So to those listening, I was able to attend that first show in Melbourne, and I thought it was super dope, amazing, dope people. The genre of live music was that neo soul, like all those artists were super amazing. But if you want to also talk about, like, did you always know those people? What made you decide on neo soul specifically? And then like the whole like process of putting that show together.
I guess I didn't know those people. Those were just bands that we scouted. Other than one of the bands was like I knew him beforehand, but that was his debut. So we kind of set it up for him to have their first show, show. In terms of the genre, like that's just my favorite. Like I love like soul, neo soul, hip hop, rap. Like that's just what I listen to normally, along with a lot of other things as well. But like if I was to pick one kind of direction to go in, that would be it. And the setup for that was like so stressful because we had other jobs on. Like it was a real like it was that wasn't an enjoyable week for me. I was very stressed, but we got there in the end. But yeah, just the coordination of the event and stuff, like working with the venue was a little bit hard because they had a lot going on as well. So it was just like it was a rush job that in the end turned out well, but I definitely would love to, like, we learn from these things, like that was the first one and I learned a lot from it. And
no, I just what I'm hearing a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people are hearing, is just like you're just taking everything that you love and just like just acting on it and like kind of like sharing it in a way. And then you're like connecting with those people that have a similar like conviction, belief, and then through hard work and dedication, you end up with great results, like a dope show.
Thanks, bro.
Have you thought about when like your next one would be, or is it like still TBD because all the
I guess I guess like it's definitely to be decided. Like we have no idea what's happening here at the moment. We've like gone down one level of restriction, but I still think it's going to be a bit of a long haul before we can get 100 people even in a room. I think it's going to be a little while, which gives me time to plan, I guess, but it's also a little bit hard because without the deadline, I probably don't work as well. Like working to a deadline is definitely something that pushes me. And I've always been like that, like from school as well. Like I just leave things, but I mean, not so much anymore, leaving things to the last minute, but the deadline definitely is something that pushes me to work harder and longer for sure.
So then would you say having your own personal deadline or an external, like someone else
external? I'd say I'd say an external deadline works best because I can move my own deadline if I want to. Like I have in recent years, I guess, have become a lot better in accountability to myself. But that wasn't always the case. I definitely was a big time chiller. Like up until like a year or so ago, I just let everything slide, which was awesome. Like, but then I just kind of realized that I couldn't like really be happy if I was going to just be like that.
So then how do you get someone to make that switch or to decide to like create their own accountability,
I don't think you can make someone do that. I think it's like completely, it's like has to just has to happen, has to be triggered by something. Like what triggered my accountability was the fact that I was turning 25. And I guess that kind of scared me. And I know like 25 is like very young and stuff, but like majority of my friends are late 20s, early 30s. So I guess I'm constantly around people that are doing a lot and very active in whatever craft that they are, whatever they're doing. So I guess that really triggered something in me to like have action. Really. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I think it was last week for work, we were kind of talking about like my own associates and like how to get them to like actually want to work, or, want to like improve themselves. And then we kind of like stumbled upon like everybody has a different timeline, right? And it seems like your timeline came for that particular moment for you to make that switch. But then obviously COVID just hit. It seems like you can't even like have a normal conversation without bringing it up like all the time.
True.
Since you've had a lot of free time, is it harder or easier to do things, stay creative, or is it just a different shift? Like you're able to work on different things?
I would say it's a different shift. In terms of my productivity, like I'm really happy with how productive I've been. Like I thought it was going to slip and I thought I would kind of slide back into some old bad habits. But every day, like I've managed to keep myself really busy in the best possible ways, like for personal growth, like which, I really didn't think was going to happen. I thought like I'd just kind of fall back to some old bad habits. Like I paint almost every day, if not do something else. Try to exercise every day. Like honestly, like it's definitely just a shift in direction, but not like in trajectory, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much all I had to talk about for this podcast portion. But where could people find you if they wanted to follow you? I know you got a lot of different handles if you want to share.
For sure. My own Instagram is house arrest with 3 underscores between house and arrest. My website is www.jamebrohier.com, and Recess Production House is the Instagram for Recess. That's about it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time.
And sorry, make experience as well. My bad. But you can find that all on house arrest. It's all in the bio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Jamie, for taking your time out of your painting, because I know you're mid-paint right now.
Nah, that's all good, bro. It was great to have a chat.
Yeah.